picked another fairy tale today from the fairy tale box, and this one is called The Ugly Duckling. And the reason that I've picked this one is because when I was out for a walk with Woody this morning, I saw some ducklings following their mum. There was 5 ducklings, this is like the song, swimming along behind their mum, making lots of noise, and they were very cute, so I thought I'd read this book. So it's The Ugly Duckling, and it's another fairy tale. It was a sunny spring morning in the farmyard. Mother Duck sat proudly on her nest. "Come quickly," she called to the other animals. "My eggs are beginning to hatch." Crack, 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 crack. Out tumbled 4 perfect little ducklings. They were soft and fluffy and yellow. There they are hatching out. "Ooh," said the horse. "Lovely," said the cow. "Aren't they just the sweetest ducklings ever?" oinked the pig. "Cheep, cheep," chirped the baby ducklings, and Mother Duck gave them a big cuddle. But there was one egg left. It was bigger than the others and strangely speckled. Then it began to crack open. Out popped 2 funny feet, 2 wobbly wings, and 1 bumpy beak. Mother Duck gasped. He didn't look at all like the other ducklings. "What a strange creature," said the horse. "Such a funny colour," said the cow. "He's a very ugly duckling," snorted the pig. "Shh," scolded Mother Duck. "He's my baby and I love him. Now come along, children. It's time for your first swimming lesson." Mother Duck marched towards the pond, and 4 little ducklings skipped along behind. "Wait for me," called the ugly duckling, but he tripped over his funny feet, and thump, bump, thump, bump, he tumbled into all the other little ducklings. "How clumsy," said the cow. "Never mind," said Mother Duck. "Now into the water like good little ducklings. Let's sing our quacking song," Mother Duck said. "Quackity quack quack, quack quack, quackity quack quack, quack quack," chanted the 4 little ducklings. "Oinkity honk honk," the ugly duck sang happily. "What's that?" hooted the horse. "You don't sing like a duckling." Now," said Mother Duck. "He'll learn in time." At least it looks like he's having fun. But the ugly duckling didn't learn, and all summer long the other animals teased him. When he got stuck in things, tripped over things, and made an enormous mess. The pig saying, "How embarrassing." No matter how hard he tried, the ugly duckling just didn't fit in. "Why don't you go away?" squawked the other little ducklings. "You're noisy and messy and you're ruining our fun." Just then they heard Mother Duck calling for her children. "Not you!" shouted the ducklings, and off they pranced, leaving the ugly duckling behind. Oh, that's really sad, isn't it? And they haven't been kind. "Oh, why does no one want to play with me?" sighed the ugly duckling. "No time to play," said a mole, popping his head up. "I'm digging a new tunnel for winter." "Can I help?" asked the ugly duckling, and he poked his bumpy beak underground. "Where are you, my little one?" quacked Mother Duck. "We can't wait any longer. It's time to fly south for the winter." "I'm coming!" cried the ugly duckling. "Wait for me!" But the ugly duckling was stuck, and Mother Duck couldn't hear him. The ugly duckling wriggled and wiggled, and he pushed and he pulled until pop! At last he was free. But it was too late. They had left without him. "Oh no," sniffed the ugly duckling. "I'll never catch up with them now. I'm all alone." Oh, this is really sad. The days and nights grew colder, and the ugly duckling sheltered in the hollow of an old oak tree. And as the snowflakes fell, he curled up in his long wings and dreamed of sunny days and games in the meadow. At last the sun peeped out, and the frozen pond began to thaw. Then one day a beautiful swan glided across the sparkling water. The ugly duckling peeked out from behind the reeds. "I wish I could go and swim with her," he said, "but I'm too ugly to be her friend." And he gave a little sob. I think people would play with him anyhow, wouldn't they? It doesn't matter what you look like. "Who's there?" called the swan. "Come out and play." "I can't," whispered the ugly duckling. "I'm too funny looking and everybody laughs at me." "I won't laugh," promised the swan. "I don't mind how you look." Oh, I'm pleased that's how the swan thinks. That's how we should all think, isn't it? So the ugly duckling took a deep breath and stepped outside. "But you're beautiful!" exclaimed the swan. "Look!" And he looked down at his reflection and saw that she was right. The ugly duckling had grown into a swan, a beautiful, elegant swan, with dazzling white feathers and a long, graceful neck. So they played together all day. He was very happy indeed, and he was beautiful on the outside as he was on the inside. Not that that matters. And most importantly, and best of all, he had a friend. Isn't that a lovely picture at the end? It helps us do our number twos, doesn't it? That shape. And that's the end of the story. So in that fairy tale, which I picked because I saw ducklings this morning, although the ducklings I saw, they were brown. And also I saw a swan, but I didn't see that it had any babies with it, so I'm going to keep my eyes peeled in case I notice. But I was thinking there's something called a life cycle. So with the duck, we have a duck lays an egg, the egg hatches, a duckling comes out, the duckling grows bigger into a duck, and then it starts again, and that's why it's called a life cycle. So a baby duck is a duckling. And with a baby swan, so we'd have a swan lays an egg, and the baby swan, when it hatches, is called a cygnet. So then we'd have the swan lays an egg, it hatches, a cygnet comes out, a cygnet grows up into an adult swan, and then it can start again. So we've got ducklings and cygnets. And I was thinking that one of the jobs you could do for me is you might draw a life cycle, or you might challenge yourself to see how many different names can you find of baby animals. So we've got duck, duckling, swan, cygnet, we've got dog, puppy, cat, kitten, Can you find any others? You could write a list for me and draw some pictures. Okay, I can't wait to see them. And message me if you want to ask any questions. Take care, year one. Bye. Missing you.